If you don't make a habit out of saying please and thank you, that's please and thank you. If you don't make it a habit of saying please and thank you, you should be excluded from society. Full stop.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Well, I have picked a few more winners to share with you guys tonight. It's already getting a little bit late, so we're gonna hop right into it. Let's get into it.
This is specifically a PSA for white people. If you're not white, by all means, send this to everyone you know who is. Or at the very least, everyone you know that this specifically applies to. So, bring it in here. White people, listen up. I'm gonna hurt your feelings. I'm gonna bruise your ego. But for some reason in 2025, white people still need to be reminded you are not better than anyone! And you sure as shit aren't better than them because of your lack of melanin! The only thing you're better at is getting sunburn and skin cancer! Why is it 2025 and we still give a shit what color your skin is? You wanna make fun of people's skin? Shave a white person bald, we look like a naked fucking mole rat! You're dumb enough to conflate skin color with superiority. You probably also believe in a flat earth, so jump off it!
You are not pro-life if you are against food stamps, welfare, Meals on Wheels, and free lunch programs. You're not pro-life. You're just pro telling motherfuckers what to do and having power over people. But you're not pro-life. You don't really give a fuck about the kids. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Bye.
Hey, transphobes are weird as hell, because what do you mean you don't want more women? What do you mean you don't want more women? I don't know about you, but I like looking at pretty people, all right? And half of these trans girls are trying harder to be pretty than half of you cis women. I said it. I don't understand the hate.
Ooh, thank God. You know, I could really use a break, and I'd like to check into one of those places some days, but unfortunately I think Reagan closed most of them and slashed mental health care funding across the US in the 1980s, causing a whole host of problems, including rises in drug addiction and all those pesky homeless people that you guys love to complain about so much. So I don't really know what to do here except maybe vote Democrat again next cycle.
Homes priced at over $1 million have sold the most in the recent months. So that just means that the sales spikes that we're seeing, yeah, it's millionaires buying these houses, guys. It's not the average Joes. In fact, in order to buy a house in our economy currently, you're looking at spending an average of $435,000. Yeah, but Trump's making America great, right?
Y'all make my left titty itch with the, we can agree to disagree on the Trump administration. No, we cannot. We absolutely cannot agree to disagree on an openly racist, homophobic, sexist, 34-time convicted felon found liable for sexual assault person. We cannot agree to disagree when there's a white nationalist, Stephen Miller, serving in his administration. We cannot agree to disagree when the ICE agents are literally ripping people out of their vehicles and telling people they don't have rights. Literally American citizens, let alone illegal immigrants that still have rights in this country, okay? You don't like it, take it up with the Constitution. We cannot agree to disagree on those things. We also cannot agree to disagree when it comes to bringing down the middle class, bringing down the working class, bringing down women, bringing down minorities. No, that is not something we can agree to disagree on. I'm going to tell you why, because at the end of the day, I support others. I support minorities. I support LGBTQ plus communities. I support women. I support human rights. At the end of the day, if you want to say we can agree to disagree on those things, you need to check with what you support for. Where's your support? Because obviously your support is more with one individual as opposed to everyday Americans, everyday people, okay? Obviously your support is with a cult, the MAGA cult. Unfreaking believable. No, we cannot agree to disagree on these topics. Okay, I'm not going to pick apart everything that he said because he just went off with like a minute and a half of complete hot air with no evidence to actually back it up. But what I will stand up for, and one thing I will point out again, is illegal immigrants have zero protections under your Constitution. When your founding fathers wrote the Constitution, it was intended for American citizens. The language used, you guys are trying to flip it. You're trying to make it look like anybody who comes across the border has constitutional rights. That's absolutely untrue. You guys knew this before Trump took office. You guys definitely knew this. But you'll want to try and use anything you can to smear Trump and make him look bad, when in reality, you're just making yourselves look
dumb. But what does get me here is with all the evidence that has been coming out, I'm talking about the Russia collusion as of recent. There has been mountains of evidence that have come out in the past couple of weeks proving that the Russia hoax was just exactly that, a hoax. And that there was big names out there, primarily in the Democrat Party, that have committed treason. And I have not once seen any of you liberals yet to jump in front of a camera and even address the situation. Not even to try and defend it, not to even try and debunk it. You guys just literally sit there, hit the record button, and still complain about everything else and just pretend that this is not going on. So for instance, when I seen this guy's video here, that's all it made me think of. In the back of his mind, he knows that his party has committed treason, but what's he doing? He's doubling down on the offense. So for not 1 minute do I believe at all that he's had a conversation with any Republican that's saying to him, you know, can't we just agree to disagree? No, not at all. I don't believe that whatsoever. This is a fictitious conversation that he's pretending that he had, trying to double down and make it look like he's sticking to his guns. Meanwhile, ignoring the reality of what's going on here and the shockwaves that are going to be hitting all these liberals very soon.
We live in a country where they're like, oh my God, families, mothers, don't kill babies, have a baby. And then you're like, okay, I'm pregnant. And they're like, oh, well, we want to consider shareholder values. And so maternity leave is something we can offer, but only for about a month and a half, and only if it's unpaid. We're not going to pay you while you're on maternity leave. And also, we're going to need you to pay out of pocket for all of your doctor's appointments. And also, we know we're going to say that, like, we'll keep your job while you're out, but we can fire you when you get back for having that baby. But, you know, congratulations, we're so happy for you. And also, childcare is going to be just astronomical, just insane. So, but yeah, people should have more babies, I think. We shouldn't abortion, murder, have a baby.
Donald Trump said, I don't like that you're telling everyone in the report that everybody's out of a job, so you're out of a job. This guy's a fucking idiot. Like, what? So let's take back the report. Let's add one more to that report. There we go. Or does he want to subtract her? Pretend like we didn't. Bro, you fired half of the government and you were boasting about it. Where the fuck do you think those people went? Unemployment.
Hi, here's a secret. I really liked Obama, but I don't own a single thing that says Obama. Not a hat, not a shoe, not a shirt, not nothing. You're in a cult.
Oh my God, we have a bombshell. As many of you know, we've been working for months to uncover what really happened in November. Well, now we've got proof. One of our team members, This Will Hold, tagged below, just published a game-changing expose. A former CIO whistleblower confirmed what we've suspected all along. The NSA audited the 2024 contest, and she won in a landslide. And what they found was so damning, they buried it. This isn't a theory. He's got the receipts, and he's willing to testify in front of Congress. Go read the full piece on This Will Hold Substack, then spread it like your democracy depends on it. Let's go.
I think that the best way and the only way for me to survive the next 3.5 years is to make sure that my doctor keeps prescribing my clonazepam. Have a nice day. I highly recommend it.
Question for those of us who are parents that have kiddos starting school in a couple of weeks. Where are we going to get school supplies? Normally, I've just gone to Target, but obviously we're not going back to Target. And I got a list that I need to go. So where do we go? Where are we going? Can't go to Target. Where are we going?
Well, looks like now that the school season's coming back, the whole boycotting is really shooting you guys in the foot. I would say the answer to your question is simple. Go to Target. And if you really don't want to go to Target, go to Walmart. And if you really don't want to go to Walmart, because chances are you guys boycotted them too, just shop on Amazon. I'm pretty sure you guys have boycotted them too, so I don't know. When you guys decide to boycott pretty much everything, it kind of limits your shopping experience. You kind of limit yourself on where you can go. So perhaps you should just, suck it up, forget about your boycott, because it's not doing anything anyways. You guys are a very small minority that are boycotting Target, and Walmart, and Amazon. I don't know where else you guys can really shop, but I'm sure any other place that can fulfill your needs is something else that you guys have boycotted as well. I don't know. Out here, you can go to a pharmacy. Pharmacy usually has school supplies, but they're not gonna have everything you need. Chances are, if you want your child to have a normal school year, you're just gonna have to suck it up, put your boycotting aside, step inside of a Target, it's not that hard, and just go buy the things that you need. And don't worry about your other liberal friends that are perhaps boycotting Target as well. Don't worry about them seeing you, because there's a good chance as the school year gets closer and you finally give in and go to Target or Walmart, you might bump into one of your, boycotting liberal friends while you're there.
Can us Democrats file a class action lawsuit against the president for defamation of character, for slander, for libel, for taking away our safety? There are times I don't feel safe in my community. There are times I don't feel safe online. I've been threatened, my kids have been threatened, and I've got receipts. I've got about 15 or 16 months of all of the emails that Team Trump has sent out to MAGA. I have saved every single one of them, where he says we are a danger, we are vile, we're extortionists, there are insult after insult after insult. I have all the Truth Social posts. I have saved everything. In his latest post, he said Democrats are extortionists. He has literally made us an existential threat to this country. He has said if the Democrats win, there will no longer be a country to fight for. He has said that over and over and over. So is this possible? I've been protesting, I've been calling my representative, I've been doing everything I know to do, and it doesn't feel like enough. So if I have any attorneys that are following me, or you can send this to any attorneys, is this possible?
Asking for a friend, are we able to get rid of our COVID vaccine cards now? Mine is still crumpled up in my wallet. It's full of rips. Will I ever need that again? Or can I shred it? I feel like it's equivalent to keeping your iPhone box when you don't need it. I think I can part from it now, but it gives me anxiety.
Can someone tell me, is there an official form? Do I need to fill out a form to be a non-practicing white? I can provide 2 forms of ID. I can also provide things mailed to my address, like a utility bill. Really, whatever you need. I would just really like to get my identification card as a non-practicing white as soon as possible, please. So whatever you need, just let me know.
I saw someone say that Kamala puts us in USA and Trump puts SA in USA. And I thought that was just it was just worth a permanent place in my feed.
We have some news right now. Donald Trump's impeachments have been removed from the Smithsonian's Museum of American History's exhibit on impeachments. This is the latest effort by Donald Trump and his administration during the second term to try to rewrite history. The Smithsonian told the Washington Post that in its view now, only 3 presidents have faced serious attempts at removal: Bill Clinton, Andrew Johnson, and Richard Nixon. Donald Trump, the 4th president in American history and the only president in American history to actually be impeached twice, will no longer be featured in the exhibit. Trump is attempting to rewrite history for visitors of the museum who go and want to see interesting artifacts and interesting write-ups about critical moments in American history. 2 such moments are Donald Trump's impeachment for the Ukraine call, but also for the January 6th insurrection. Spread the word so more people know. I'll do a full breakdown on my Substack linked in bio, so subscribe for free. And as always, follow along to stay up to date on all the news you need to know about.
You all ready to get your mamala back? Here's your tea for the day. A former CIA agent and now whistleblower has let us know that Mamala actually is our queen, and she deserves to be on the throne. But something else happened yesterday. Mamala went on the Colbert Show and said that she would not be running for governor of California. Why not, Mamala? Well, she very candidly said that she thinks the system is broken.
Just for now, I don't want to go back in the system. I think it's broken.
But she also has a book coming out in September, maybe about how the system is broken? And maybe she actually knows that she's going to be the one that's coming in to fix it all. So I guess in the next episode of America, What the Hell is Going On, Mamala may actually rightly claim her place. And we might get our Mamala back. The breakingest of breaking news has happened. Yesterday, a former CIA agent and now whistleblower is ready to testify under oath that there was an investigation into the most recent contest, Chicken McNugget v. Kamala. And it turns out that not only did Kamala win, she won by a landslide. But obviously something went wrong. And so many people were involved in the wrong thing. People that you would assume, but people you wouldn't assume. So deeply buried that many, many people could get in trouble. Guys, it's happening. 4 a.m. Club, you were right.
Okay, the 4 a.m. Club has got a new thing happening now. But before we get into that, for you Kamala fans out there, the ones who like to call her Mamala, what a ridiculous name. Her new book coming out there, 107 Days. I will promise you, I will guarantee you, this is of course just my opinion here, YouTube. She didn't write that book. She had somebody sit with her and just jot down her mumbles and jumbles and everything that she recollects, and obviously had a lot of cleaning up to do, a lot of cutting and pasting, and cutting out a lot of those word salads while they shared boxed wine together at a table. This is what I'm guaranteeing. There's no way that she actually sat there and wrote a book herself. But back to the conspiracy theory here. Now what's going on, just broke out this weekend, an ex-CIA agent is coming out. He's calling himself a whistleblower and he's prepared to testify in front of Congress. He claims that he was part of an audit that took place in December of 2024, a month after the election, and that he had proven back then that Kamala not only won the election, that she won it in a landslide. So the ex-CIA agent that we're talking about here, his name is Adam Zarnowski. Never heard about him before this. So the claim being that he did an audit in December of 2024. However, Adam Zarnowski has not worked for the government since April of 2024. So how could he have possibly done an audit on the November of 2024 election? I'm pretty sure when you leave the government, you don't still have privileged access like that. If you're just a basic CIA agent, it doesn't mean you can go home after you're done working for the government. You could still log in and get into all sorts of information, such as voting results. As far as I can see from the research I've done online, Adam Zarnowski now is a customer service representative at Fidelity Investments. I'm pretty confident when I say that Adam Zarnowski's whatever audit that he had done, I'm pretty sure that it's not going to come out as credible. He claims, at least this is what they're saying on TikTok, the leftists on TikTok are saying this, is that he's ready to come on out and testify in front of Congress. I am willing to bet this will never see the light of day. If this was actually credible, wouldn't this be all over left-wing news? If there was a possibility not only that Kamala Harris had won the election, but that she won in a landslide and that they cheated and that they used outside influence to do it, that's another part of the claim, that there was outside agencies from outside of the United States that got involved in it and whatnot. It sounds like Russia, Russia, Russia all over again. But once again, it seems like our left-leaning friends on TikTok are always privy to this information. The news outlets haven't even heard anything about this, but of course the TikTok influencers have. There's several of them out there now. They're relying on this one main source. I checked her page as well. She didn't even sound very credible whatsoever. There was people accusing her of her story being BS because she's the one who's reporting about this CIA whistleblower. So we're gonna sit on it for now, let the dust settle. I'm sure over the next few days, these guys are gonna be all over TikTok letting us know that Donald Trump is in his last few weeks of his presidential term because Kamala Harris, it seems like it's gonna happen after all, guys. Kamala Harris is gonna come in on that white horse to save the day. All right, guys, that is it for this one. If you guys like this type of content and you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If not, if you can like the video, share the video, interact with it in one way or another, it'll be greatly appreciated. And until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one, guys.
I have to walk into work in about 5 minutes, but I need to get this on my fucking chest. I am so fucking tired. Holy shit. Holy shit. I'm in an industry that won't fucking pay me what I need. I can't afford to live in a goddamn box with air conditioning. I can't afford the fucking transportation that gets me to and from work, and I work all the fucking time. I'm in a country where the president wants me fucking dead. And I gotta keep doing this shit because if I become homeless, I am committing a crime. I cannot make enough money at all to ever fucking catch up in life. At fucking all. I am in the negative. Every fucking week I am in the negative. And that is bare fucking necessities. My fridge is empty. When the fuck will it change? When will it change? I get paid $20 goddamn dollars an hour. 20 an hour. And I still can't afford to be a fucking human. I'm so fucking tired. I am so fucking tired. Holy shit. I gotta pick myself up by the bootstraps. Motherfucker, I work so much. My family is in town, and I haven't been able to see them but twice this entire fucking week because I couldn't get a single fucking day off. Not one. Yes, I'm working. I am working. I'm tired of this fucking sentiment that, oh, if you don't make enough, just work more. Fuck you. Fuck you. I work so fucking much, and I can't afford to be a fucking human being. That's all. That's it. That's all I gotta say. I gotta go to work now.